Welcome everyone to Casting to Level Up, your video game movie review podcast, where we review all movies based on video games. I am your host, Ben, with...
The Gamer Jordan. There you go.
On today's episode, we are reviewing Lara
Tomb
Croft.
Raider.
It's not Tomb Raider. It's Lara Croft, the Cradle of Life. Lara Croft 2. Lara Croft 2. In
It's
the game
Lara
that we
Croft
are...
Tomb Raider. Oh, here we go. I'm watching the fucking shark scene. Here you go.
Yeah, it's the best scene in the movie.
All right. Well,
all right, and
sharks don't move like that.
CGI doesn't move like that, even though it is CGI.
And then she rides it. What the fuck am I watching?
Jordan, we're not there yet.
Okay.
So Jordan, the video game that we did was Tomb Raider, the Angel of Darkness.
Yeah, it was.
I did play it. Not a lot, but I did play it.
Yeah, it's okay. I'm not going to make you feel too bad about that one.
What do you got to say about it? Oh, wait,
Okay.
hold on. Before we start, on the last Lara Croft movie, there was an editing snafu. Because there's a point, I don't think we brought it up in the 0.5, did we? Where I got bored and just started pushing buttons on my sound mixer.
No. I don't think we've talked about it, no.
Okay. Yeah, no, there's a part, like we're well within an hour, and I didn't want to talk about that movie for that long.
Yeah, we were talking about the 6th grade science project thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But when you listen to the episode and you get to that point, like when I'm hitting those numbers, it actually works with what you're talking about, which was really fucking weird.
Yeah, and that's why I was like, I thought you were doing it on purpose.
No, and we were, recording remotely like we are for this one, but yeah. It was just funny for me. So
yeah, it was great.
Yeah. Angel of Darkness, Jordan, is this the first time you played this game?
No, I played this like forever ago, and I had better memories of it, just like the movies. So I guess it's kind of fitting. I remember liking it a whole lot more than I did this round. It's not a good game. Apparently, what happened was they got a new team to develop this game, which that's never good. I don't think that's ever been good.
Is this the first PS2 one?
Yes, to my knowledge, yeah. Yeah, because it was going to new hardware. So, yeah, they got... either they got rid of the old team or the old team started working on something else, and the publisher was like, hey, we need a new Tomb Raider game, and you guys gotta, like, make it snappy. And they were like, okay, I've never made a Tomb Raider game, but we'll do our best. And then they kept running into a ton of issues and like features that they wanted to put in, they couldn't because the time restraints. Like the second playable character, the guy, they wanted to have like his own moveset and own abilities and crap, and it ended up just being a carbon copy of Lara. Yeah, no, I don't think that. I mean, anybody can correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't think it's ever worked out where the old team doesn't want to make the game anymore, and you're moving it to newer hardware, so you're going to hire a new team. I don't think that's ever worked. Because Naughty Dog did the same thing with Crash Bandicoot around the same time, and we got Wrath of Cortex, and that was, oh boy, that was something else. So,
well, that and like wasn't like Ubisoft doing like the same thing when they were just like every year or like every like 8 to 10 months it was like a new Assassin's Creed game because they would have one team on one and one team on the other.
Yeah, that was like PS3 to PS4 era, but yeah.
Yeah, and like Call of Duty, same thing. No, I've got it pulled up. I'm trying to see anything that you're bringing up. really they're just talking about how much it just got fucking just raked through the coals by game reviewers.
Yeah, no, they definitely weren't nice to it. But it's fine because it's boring. Like, I'm, I'll. It's the same thing with movies too. I'll take a bad movie or a bad game over a boring one because then you've just failed on every account.
Yeah.
You know, like I don't want to play Independence Day again. By no means.
No one should. And listeners need to give me money so I can start my campaign.
Yeah, but like I'd rather that exist than this because like I'm sure the team was passionate at some point while making this, but then the passion went away, and so we're left with like some stuff in the game is fine, and then it's just boring, and like they didn't want to go do Egypt again because they thought we were sick of doing tombs in a Tomb Raider game.
Tomb Raider.
And yeah, that's something else. But anyway, like
Yeah, it
I
was the first
just
game in the series to be made for the PS2 platform.
yeah,
It
it
didn't.
just
Did
yeah.
it feel like a PS2 game to you though?
Yeah, PS2, Dreamcast, that era. It's like the
Okay.
games that were really trying to push the Dreamcast to its extent. It feels like that could have like this could have been made for that.
It didn't
But
really feel like a PS. It didn't really feel like a PS2 game for me. But
I mean graphically it is. I mean it's there. It just I don't know.
is it? Is
It's
it though?
boring, but yeah. No, like I'll take Independence Day over it cuz like the team who did Independence Day obviously just did not care. And if you're just not going to care, then give me a shitty game. That's fine. We can just go, oh,
Um.
that's shitty, and we can move on. Like this, it's like,
Here,
that's
Jordan.
almost something.
So, the world design drew from various artists and elements of films from the likes of Luke Luke Benson,
Cool.
Luke Paul Maurice Benson, and David Fincher.
Wow.
Yeah,
Fuck.
yeah, Luke.
Oh, don't pull Fincher into this. Don't
Why
pull
not?
Benson into this. I don't even know who that is.
He's a French filmmaker. He directed the films Subway, The Big Blue.
Oh, shit. I like Big Blue.
Yeah.
Wow. All right. Yeah.
Oh,
Don't
here we
fucking
go.
get their names out of your mouth.
Get your names out. Get their names out of your mouth when you're talking about this dog shit video game. In
Yeah.
order to meet, hold on here. In order to meet the deadline, areas of the game containing key narrative elements had to be cut. Okay, that makes. One of the losses was the explanation of how the characters survived the elements of the last revelation.
Yeah.
Among other concepts that needed to be cut were two further location, character animation, sound bites, and unique gameplay elements involving Curtis.
Yep. Yeah, it do you know anything about game development, Ben?
Um, no, I was trying to think
Okay.
of something, but
So,
I know it takes a long time.
yeah, no, it takes a long time and there's a critical point in the process.
Oh, they were requesting 6 to 8 more weeks to be finished, but the rush to publish the game denied that time.
Yeah. And in Edios's defense, they probably would have gone bankrupt if they had given them 6 to 8 more months cuz they were hemorrhaging money.
Weeks,
Um
weeks,
yeah.
not months. Weeks.
No, I know. But
They
even
were
that,
that short on cash.
yeah, they were it was really bad. Because they just released
So,
this movie and
so
it was
here's a dumb
awful.
question. Here's a dumb question. I mean, do video games not make money?
No, they do. That's why they needed money. They were like, just put it out. People will buy it.
Okay. I just because like I've always kind of been under the assumption like video games like they're not that profitable, but maybe I don't know where I heard or read that.
It it depends on how big
But
your team is. It depends on like it really just depends on your overhead and what kind of scope you want the game to be. Like Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, I know was like a
oh my
flop
god, Final
financially.
Fantasy. Jesus Christ.
What?
Sorry, go ahead. Nothing.
Okay. But it sold like 11 million units. So like that's kind of bonkers to think about. But if somebody online broke it down who's like in the industry and said like, well, if they had taken that money and just put it in the stock market, they would have made more money, and that's why they're looking at it like a flop. I'm like, well,
Oh, okay.
that sucks. But no, what I was gonna say is during game development, there's a critical point where like as a game studio, you hire a QA team, and if you're not listening to your QA team, you just shouldn't have one. Um, and I feel like Tomb Raider had one, and they were probably saying like, "Hey, this game, that it, we have all these notes. Please read them." And the team was probably like, "Well, we're out of time." So, and that
Well,
just
so
sucks.
so I guess if they were asking for 6 to 8 more weeks, then maybe there was some passion
Yeah,
in it.
yeah. Just,
I
I know.
I didn't feel any passion, but
No, I know. Yeah, and I hate being like, yeah, well, yeah, Big Brother got their hands on it. It just like, yeah, like EDO sucks in this story, but also if they didn't exist, Tomb Raider wouldn't. So it's like, fuck. Well, what? There's no good villain.
um, well, Lara Croft's the villain because she was framed for a murder.
Oh, right, yeah.
And was it framed? Jordan,
It doesn't matter.
did you beat this game?
I did. It only took like 8
Why?
hours. It was very short.
Okay. But Jordan, you're never going to get those 8 hours back. Why do you do this to yourself? Why?
Cause I gotta get my head in the frame. I
Yeah,
gotta
and I
get into
can
the state of mind.
Jordan, I can do that by reading a couple paragraphs off the Wikipedia page, probably,
No,
getting through the tutorial and like maybe the stage after, and I'm like, I got this game. I got it.
no. Okay, so this is what I do. I pick. It's like I'm going to like a rental video game store, right? So and I like I got rich parents, so I'm getting like two games. Okay, and so for
Okay.
this, I got Tomb Raider and I got Mega Man
Wait,
X Collection.
this is a real story?
Yeah, this is what I do for everyone. So like I'll get two games that I'm allowed to play until I beat the game in question.
Okay.
So for like Tomb Raider 1, it was like Kingdom Hearts and Tomb Raider 1. And that way if I just want to kill myself or I guess unalive myself um while playing
Shut
the
shut
game
the
that we have to play, I can go to a game that I like for a little bit.
I just play it. I just play it to the point of where I'm like, okay, I'm good. I can talk about it
No,
for 20
because
minutes
like at the
and
time, people who were playing this probably that was their only game they had, so they probably beat it because they're like, well, what else am I gonna play?
that that sounds like bad life choices to me.
Yeah, that's
No,
what we
but
had to
no,
do,
no.
man.
Well, no, yeah, no, I get it because I remember being young, not having any income, getting video games, and like you maybe had two, like that you owned, and you
Right.
just played them over and over and over. And now I have video games that are still wrapped in plastic that I haven't even opened.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I even hate looking at my Steam library because I'm like, well, I got
Yeah.
that game because it was on sale.
Okay.
I'm like, oh, when
There,
am I gonna
there
get
is
around to
only
it?
there is one rule on this podcast, and we will never talk about Steam libraries.
Yeah.
That is the only rule. Well, no, there's two, and you can't have the same rating.
Yeah.
That's it. If another one comes up, that's what we're going with.
Don't talk about Steam libraries. I love it. Yeah, that's all I gotta say
No,
about this game. This game is just boring. It's the same level. You're doing the same thing over and over and over again. The
it
puzzles are
it
very easy. Yeah,
it
it sucked.
makes me really want to play the newest one that came out. Because I do have a graphics card to like
Oh
actually
yeah,
like play that game.
yeah,
Yeah, I'm.
dude.
I,
All the reboot games are great, and like the latest, I believe was the latest one. Like I think it released too soon. Like they got it out too fast, and people just were like, eh. Like they already had their Tomb Raider fix from the last game, so then they
okay.
didn't buy it. But I played it.
Hmm.
It's fun. Like I don't know. I don't know what people's problem was with it. Maybe there's like some deep thing that I'm missing, but I enjoyed the heck out of it.
But I also feel like you and I are pretty similar. So like even if a game is rushed, and even if like the developers like come out and say like we wanted 2 more months, like I can play a game that's not 100% complete and still enjoy it. Like
Oh
even if
yeah.
it's, I mean, put a Tom Clancy game in front of me, I'm gonna squeal like a little, pig on fire. I mean,
Oh yeah.
those games are glitchy as all hell. So,
Oh,
I mean, any Ubisoft game that comes out's glitchy. Any Bethesda game that comes out is glitchy.
what was the open world Tom Clancy game that like you could like
Wildlands.
Wildlands? I fucking love Wildlands.
It is such a good game.
I need to
We could,
re-download it.
Jordan. Let's ditch this fucking idea, okay? Of casting the level up. I'm not kidding. And me and you just do a podcast where we get all of our recording equipment set up.
Yeah.
I'll go out and buy a thing where it'll record what we're playing, and me and you just talk about current day events, and we're just playing Wildlands, causing havoc. Tell me that's not a better time, because that game, granted,
Oh,
the
so
story is
good.
pretty repetitive from like
Oh yeah.
region to region, but
Hmm.
it's so much fun. It's
There's just
so much fun.
explosions, and that's all
Oh,
you want.
ooh, here, hold on, time out. Did you ever play? Since we're in the PS2 era for the most part, I mean, we're gonna have movies here and there that are more focused on older games.
Yeah.
Excuse me, but did you ever play Mercenaries on the PS2?
Oh fuck yeah.
Oh yeah.
That theme song, man. Oh my god.
So can we just make this our last podcast, and then me and you? I mean, all right, hold on. What would you call our Wildlands podcast? There be video and audio for it. I'll buy the fucking equipment, Jordan. I'm not kidding. What would you call our Wildlands podcast?
Oh god. What would I call it? BJ Lance.
PJ Lands. What? I don't know what game you were playing, but the character I
Because you're Ben
created.
and I'm Jordan.
Oh, BJ Lands. That is pretty good. I had to
Nothing
think
but
about it
dudes.
for. What'd you say?
It's nothing but dudes.
Nothing but dudes. Nothing but dudes. Ah, Jordan.
This is what happens when we record at 1 a.m.
Yeah. Speaking of, I mean, I'm running on easily 4 hours of sleep.
Yeah.
Have worked. Well, let's see, 20 hours. 20. I don't even know.
I
But
spent 4 hours today at McDonald's play place, and my kid
ooh
broke
my.
her glasses,
Oh no.
so then I had to run to the only optometrist that was open at 4:40, and
I thought. Oh my god.
get her
So
glasses
Jordan,
fixed.
I know you mainly do record with me being insanely tired because of your work schedule
Yeah.
and your life schedule. But I feel like I'm a bit more tired than you on this episode.
Oh,
I
for
thought
sure.
I thought you said proptologist.
Prop. Is that somebody who handles props? What?
Or no, is it proptologist? It's someone with the butthole.
Oh,
What am I thinking of? I
don't
am way
know.
too tired. I don't know. This this episode is only going to be released because we are fallen so far behind. But I
Yeah.
am no, not proptologist. I don't know. It don't matter. All right.
I love it. It could be. I don't
Well,
know. Maybe that's
Jordan,
right.
I'm putting the ball in your court whenever you want to start. Well, we can't call it Wild Boys, but whenever you want to start the Wildlands podcast,
BJ Lands.
BJ Lands, Wild,
I can't believe we've never
Wild,
done anything with our names.
Wild
BJ.
BJ Lands. How about that?
Man.
Wild BJ Lands.
Wild BJ Lands. That is really good.
I mean, we would have to have a YouTube channel for it, Jordan.
I know. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna bring it up every fucking episode until you do
No,
because
that's
I
good.
did that with
Yeah.
I did it with Helldivers and it fucking worked in my favor.
Yep.
So which if we had our YouTube channel, you could see that Jordan and I played Helldivers together. And now he's being too much of a prissy little bitch to play it continuously with me.
Just make
So.
it available to everybody, and I'll play it in a heartbeat.
You know,
I can't
only
wait.
white people should play it anyway. It's fine. Okay?
Wow.
That's what they want.
Wow.
That's what they did with For Honor. And
Oh
you know
my
what?
God.
I can still have a good time with it.
No.
Oh, so speaking of, this
I
is
do
going
want
to
to
be a
talk
little
about
bit.
the opening scene about this.
We
movie.
Well, majority of the movie that I want to talk about is like the first 20 minutes. So,
Okay, good.
anyway, all right. Are you ready for the movie? I'm gonna start
Yes.
off with the synopsis.
All right, go ahead.
Because I really only want to talk about like the first like 20 to 45 minutes of this movie and like 2 minutes at the very end. So,
Okay.
fearless explorer Lara Croft tries to locate Pandora's box before criminals Jonathan Reese and Chain Lo use it for evil. According to myth, the box holds deadly organisms that could kill millions of people. With her partner Terry, Gerard Butler.
Yeah,
One more
he's a
time.
dreamboat.
Gerard Butler. Croft goes on a hunt to takes
The gamer is in
Croft-
this movie.
a gamer. Jordan, you're in this movie. Croft takes on a hunt that takes her from Europe to Asia to Africa. I would sign on this movie just to do the fucking traveling. Where Paul Cosa helps her along the way. Croft rappels down cliffs, scuba dives, and decimates many male opponents. Decimates?
Wow. That's a word.
Many male opponents. She does kill someone in this movie. And she didn't do that in the first one, if I remember correctly.
Did she not kill the knife
'Cause-
guy?
You don't see that he's dead?
Oh, all right.
because he's still breathing and chuckling at the end, as far as my memory goes. But I also clocked out from that movie review and watching because it ruined a fucking good memory that I had. So,
Okay, so I want to talk about the opening scene.
well, hold on. That is
So-
not the format, Jordan. That is not the format of this fucking podcast.
God. Okay.
What is your history with this movie?
Oh my god. Okay, so this and the first one, and they kind of bled together in my brain. I realized while watching it.
I will 100% agree. I think I only remember like 3 things from the first one, and then it's mainly this one.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I just watch it a lot at night. I fall asleep to this movie.
So, how many times did you have to watch it to actually get through the movie?
I don't think I ever did.
You didn't finish. All right, hold on. Hold the fuck on. You finished that fucking video game, but you. All right.
My
Going forward.
completionist streak didn't come in until I was like 17.
Well, I don't want to hear about your sex life. I'm just
No.
saying.
Oh,
I'm just
yeah.
saying.
Dude, if you met me when I was 17, you would know right away I ain't having sex.
Wait, hold on. All right. Because I kind of don't want to talk about this movie. Do you think you and I would have been friends if we were the same age and went to the
No.
same school?
No. Nobody should have been friends with me. I'm shocked Aldrich was, honestly.
Okay, but
The friends that I
right.
had, I still talk to, and I like every time I talk
Oh,
to them, I'm like,
Jesus
thank you
Christ.
for putting up with me.
oh my god. Okay,
Because I was
can't.
fucked hard.
All right, I wasn't a bully. I was a verbal bully, but I also wasn't popular, but I hung out like I just chameleoned with so many different groups.
Okay. I would hang out with multiple groups, but I don't know. As
Like,
soon as
I
they got
played-
to know me even a little bit, they didn't like me. So it's
Okay. Like, I didn't really find my groove in high school until parties were a thing. And then it's like, oh, because of my family's history with alcoholism, I was born with a tolerance and then just went. And then that's just basically how I made friends, basically from like sophomore year in high school till senior year.
gotcha.
That's depressing to say out loud.
No, I didn't make new
Jordan-
friends. Like, so
Jordan, we need to stop. We need to stop making these podcasts my therapy sessions
I
because
know.
it's going to get real sad. And then you're going to have to do a solo episode. Like when we actually do get like a semi-good listener base, it'd be like, listeners. And I'm not sure what we would call our listeners, but they do need a name at some point.
Yeah.
Be like, listeners. So over the years, like you've all listened. Ben just never went to a professional, and he just used this for his
God.
output.
Jesus,
And
Ben.
I'm just here to say that Ben's no longer with us, but I'm going to keep the podcast going in his
Jesus.
favor because our Patreon is just too big at the moment for me to let it go.
God damn, dude. Whoa.
I am way too tired to do this. I'm going to say shit that's
Okay,
going to...
we
I
should
will...
cut that.
No, leave that in. Leave that in. Because...
No, so yeah, for me, I didn't get new friends until I was like 18, 19. Oh, actually, okay, so yeah, my high school friends were also my elementary school friends. And then I had one girlfriend in high school.
Okay.
And then the first date I went on as an adult, I got stabbed. So
Wait. What?
I've
Oh,
definitely told you
do
this
tell?
story.
No, you have
Did I?
not.
Did I what?
You need to tell this story right now. Welcome to the casting couch. This is the .5 episode because we're not getting to the cradle of life. Jordan, what? Wait, did your date stab you? No. Hold
Yeah.
on. Let me guess. Oh shit, you already told me. Fuck. Okay. I was going to say it was your date's ex.
No, that would have been better.
That would have been fucking epic.
Okay, so yeah, I moved to Colorado with my parents, because my dad is handicapped and needed help. So I would like go do grocery shopping, and so this was in Colorado Springs. One day there was a girl at the grocery store who was like really friendly and seemed really cool, and she asked me out on a date. So I said yes, and I took her to like a nicer restaurant
Now, Jordan,
where
because
yeah.
I am the person who I am. Would you like to disclose their ethnicity or no?
Yeah, she was a
Or
white girl.
or
What do you
oh,
want?
she's a white girl. Okay, god damn it. Nope. I'm already wrong. Never mind.
Oh yeah, Ben, don't.
Well, I have dated women who were not white and they kept razor blades in their shoes. That's where I was gonna go and ask.
No, when I explain what happened,
Okay.
you'll know that only a white girl would do this.
Oh Jesus Christ! All right, go ahead.
Okay, so it was a nice restaurant, and it was a restaurant where when you ordered a steak, they give you a two-pronged thing to eat your steak with. And I'm pretty sure the moment that I went wrong was, um, I was sitting and I was like, she was talking and I was looking at her, and then I felt something brush against my arm, so I looked up and it was a girl. Like it looked like her purse maybe brushed against me, and I looked up, I saw her. She was with what looked like her date. I looked at him and I went, okay. And then I looked back and the girl I was on the date with had stopped talking. And I was like, what? What? What happened? So I got the conversation going again, and it felt like everything was okay. I did notice that the thing that I got with my steak, like the two prong thing, like disappeared. But I didn't think, I thought it like rolled on the floor, and I was too lazy to like look for it. So I just grabbed a fork and finished. We finished eating, and we got out to the parking lot, and then, and then she pulled the two prong thing out of her bag and screamed, "Don't look at other girls," and stabbed me.
No way.
Yeah.
Are you serious?
Yeah, I got the scar to prove it.
I got the scar to prove it. All right, Jordan, I'm going to send you. Let me send you an image, okay? Give me a second here.
Okay.
And I want you to tell me if her eyes, if you can remember what her eyes look like, if they look like
Oh, I
this.
remember everything so vividly.
Don't look at other girls. Wow. She was.
I don't remember Colorado all that well. I do remember this night very specifically.
She was processing something and you were just the fucking victim. So what happened after
Yeah.
she stabbed you? How
I
far
went home.
how far did it like go in?
It wasn't super far. So when I got into the car, I was like, do I have to go to the hospital? And then I was like looking and I was like, nah, like it should be fine. I went home and I bandaged up and it was fine. But I did have a scar afterwards, so. But
Good
I definitely
lord.
didn't need stitches or anything, but I probably should have gone because it was like used for food, and then it
Oh, yeah.
stabbed me.
All right, I'm going to send you a photo because, I mean, did she have eyes like this? I just sent it to you.
All right, let me see. Did you text it to me or did you?
Yeah.
Okay. Wait. It might not come through because we're on the phone.
It might not, but I'm also getting feedback on my end now. So great. Technical difficulties are not over. Okay.
Maybe AM radios are just really powerful at night. Yes.
Was there a lot of white of her eyes that were prevalent while her eyes were open?
No, it wasn't. Maybe, but she had wide eyes.
I mean, wide eyes is one thing, but like there's a certain like volume ratio of the white of your eye being to your pupil for a woman to have crazy eyes. It's the same
she definitely
thing.
had crazy eyes.
It's the
So,
same
yes.
thing with guys who have like I call them jerk nails. I can
Yeah.
spot
This is
jerk.
the thing in How I Met Your Mother. They talk about this.
Oh, they do?
Yeah, like this exact thing.
Oh.
Like crazy eyes and jerk nails.
Okay, so let's go a little bit further down the rabbit hole, and that pun is not
Okay.
intended. As soon as I do say this, in How I Met Your Mother, do they? I know what the answer is, but do they know how to spot someone who had just recently had anal sex?
Not to my knowledge.
Okay, I can.
Okay.
I'm just telling you, male or female, I can tell you. Someone had something up their butt the night before.
That is a superpower.
I'm gonna say it is. Yes.
All right. But yeah, so that's my Jordan got stabbed story.
Well, Jordan, that was a good. You know what? You need to bring more of your stories. I like them. Mine are way too long-winded, and yeah.
Yeah. That did protect me from getting stabbed in a bedroom like a year and a half later.
On a sexual excursion, or
It was going to be, yeah. It
how,
was the
wait,
first
what?
date.
Oh my god! I thought. Hold on, Mom, if you're listening, skip forward 20 seconds. I got like cold cocked punched in the face while a woman was on top of me, and you almost got stabbed, and I felt like mine was like obscure, like out of the blue. How? What?
Yeah. So it was the first date, and we were like, we were kissing a little
This
bit,
podcast
and then
is turning into our therapy sessions. Anyway,
we were heading to the bedroom, and she was like, she pulled out a fucking like hunting knife.
so was she into like blood play?
Yeah, I guess so. And she was like, "Oh, like,
Okay, but
how do you
did
feel
she
about
disclose
this?"
that?
And I was like, "I don't feel good about that at all. And in fact, I think you should leave." So she was asking, but it was
Okay.
the first date, and I feel like that's a lot.
I almost thought you were going to say that wasn't the first time. That's what I thought you were going to say. Because if I'm going to tell any of my stories, they're insanely bro, and they're not appropriate for. Because I've told you some of my stories. They're not appropriate for these times anymore. Because I can say this now. No, because I can say this now because I'm fucking old as shit. I grew up in a fucking different era, but
Yeah.
I mean, but none of my stories involve me like drugging, like me Cosbying any fucking women. Like that never happened.
Oh, that's good.
I fucking got Cosby'd, if that counts for anything. But like Jesus Christ.
Man.
Well, nothing happened to me. It was you know what? On the 0.5, I will explain I will explain my Cosby story. How about that?
Okay. Okay.
Uh,
All right. Let's dive into this fucking movie.
okay. All right.
Jesus. Did you break something?
Yeah. Broke my wife's back. All right.
Oh my God.
We are back from our break.
Hey, Ben, you weren't the first. That makes it sound like I was involved. Never mind. I recant that. That's not what I wanted. Oh, I feel gross. All right, moving on.
But Jordan, you don't know if I was or if I wasn't.
Okay, so I want to set the scene for me watching this scene.
Okay.
I was at work. We hadn't gotten a call for like 2 hours. It's dark in my office. We turn the lights off at night because like it helps with our like circadian rhythm.
Mm-hmm.
And this scene comes on, and out loud, I'm like, oh, like is this wedding about to get bombed? And then it kind of does. So this made me realize that Obama might be right sometimes.
That's good.
Because, like, why is it a wedding? Why? Okay, yeah, the opening scene is a wedding. And I really thought they were about to be drone strikes, but they're not. It's an earthquake.
But then, like
to open up a tomb, I guess? I don't.
But like even
really
even before that, like they do a water intro, but like water's not a thing, and like none of this movie makes sense. But yeah, we are introduced though to the weirdest wedding ever.
Yeah,
Every
bizarre.
and I know they're all actors, but holy shit, like look like you fucking long. Like
Yeah, it's a little weird.
And I'm not trying to sound like the fucking party that's trying to win the presidential election right now who's saying that people are eating dogs and cats in fucking Ohio, but like y'all fucking look the same. Like you should all just act the same in a fucking movie. Act. Like I am not an actor. My brother is the actor in the family.
Yeah.
Holy shit. None of those people, like they all met each other legitimately 10 seconds before the guy goes, action.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck was going? Like, that was so fucking weird. It was so
and
weird.
Like the bride goes up to the DJ and is like, "Oh, play this like certain song." I don't think the song changes. And then she's like dancing around. Where's the groom? I don't.
Yeah.
She's living her best life, I guess. So that's good for her on her wedding.
But you know, so yeah, like the earthquake happens. I can't remember much outside of like earthquake happening. But then we get a shot of
Lara. There's a CGI car that goes down the cliff.
Okay.
For some reason.
And then we get Lara Croft on a ski-doo.
Yeah, but so obviously half the time not Angelina Jolie.
So like anyone who's listening, I really want to like delve into like scene by scene of like the first, I'll say 20 to 30 minutes. After that, Jordan and I are probably just going to give our ratings because the rest of the movie really doesn't fucking matter and it makes no fucking sense.
Bad. Yeah, it's all bad.
So somehow Laura's on a ski-doo. She drives to the boat with ski-doo or whatever the fuck they're called. But she goes to that boat with the dad and the two sons. That's what I'm assuming. Yeah. And then just off the bat, because Laura has read the script because we're on Earth 2, okay? She just starts talking about the Luna Temple out of nowhere. And all right, Jordan, I am not offended of you not calling me a smart person, because I do not consider myself an intelligent human being. I feel like I am intelligent enough to accept constructive criticism, and if someone wants to say that I'm being hypocritical, I will take it, and then I will adapt, and I will better myself.
Whoa, Ben.
Wait, what?
I I do think you're a very smart person. That's why I asked you the question in the first place.
Okay. No, but I need to put myself below, because there shouldn't be
No,
this.
that's how you learn. That's why that's it.
But
Like, if you
Jordan,
think you're smart, you're not. That's my point.
okay.
Anyway,
But at the same time, I should not feel this smart
yes,
with
exactly.
example the people I work with, okay?
Right.
Um but I just how I don't even know how to like word this, because I'm not a smart person, but it's just this movie basically just takes off right after the first one, where Laura, and I'm not trying to be an asshole. I'm not trying to be a sexist pig, but like honestly, it feels like if this woman farts, queefs, sneezes, or coughs, like a movie and a plot is made, and then she just like follows the scent, because that's what happens in this movie. In the scent, and I left out her blood, because that's a scent for the shark, which we're going to get to, which we are going to talk in very very deep depth about. But it's like this movie made more than what the budget was, and it shouldn't have. Like
Oh yeah.
like and Uwe Boll, who we are all waiting for, like I will put any of the movies I've seen from him above any of these Lara Croft movies by far. And I'm even talking movie and plot wise, because
Mm-hmm.
these movies not only ruined like 12-year-old Ben, and then when this movie came out, I was like probably, I don't know, 15 or 16, but like rewatching them, I'm like, what the fuck were we doing in the early 2000s?
Yeah. Yeah.
Like life was not that good in the early 2000s. Like
It's
like I mean, there was
9/11.
9/11. There you go. And then after that, like the housing market completely fucking flatlined, and then went below that flat line. What the where did all this money come from to make this bullshit? Like, I think Jordan, you and I need to go back through like from like 2000 to like 2010, like who the fuck won Oscars and why? Like, me and you should have fucking acted in a movie, and we probably fucking would have won one.
Yeah.
Either
Yeah.
either as an actor or as an or as a writer, cuz like what the fuck were they doing? It makes no sense. Like any movies like in the early 2000s make no fucking sense.
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus
It's
Christ.
yeah, really bad.
So Laura just
The
lit.
Gladiator one,
Yeah.
2001,
Okay,
followed
so
by Beautiful Mind.
I
Ooh,
mean
followed by Chicago. Wow.
I mean
Lord of the Rings, $1 Million Baby. Jesus
oh
Christ.
no, we can't talk about that movie. We'll get fucking canceled.
Crash.
Crash should
The
not have won.
Departed.
Okay, I'll give
Oh,
that
No
one.
Country for Old Man.
Okay.
Old Man. Jesus.
All right, so
Slumdog Millionaire.
all right, so you said Gladiator, what else?
Yep. Beautiful Mind.
I don't. Oh, okay. That's the what's his bucket from Martian, right?
Russell Crowe.
A Beautiful Mind.
Yeah.
Oh, never seen it then. Okay.
Okay. You don't need to. It's fine. Chicago.
I'll give it to Gladiator so far.
Oh, Chicago's great. Go fuck yourself. Lord of the Rings.
Yes.
$1 Million Baby.
No.
Right. Crash.
No.
Right. The Departed.
Eh,
Eh.
eh.
Is right.
Can I?
No Country for Old Men.
Yes, but can I give Departed like a half?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then Slumdog Millionaire.
No.
What? I like Slumdog Millionaire.
You would.
Wow. All right.
Well, I mean, okay. Me and you can talk this way at each other. You're just a little bit younger, and white guilt still has its hands around your nuts. It does. It does. White guilt still has its hands around your nuts. I'm sorry. So out of all of them, you said
movie.
it's not. Out of all of them,
What?
I got 3.5 out of the 10 years that you just said.
Should be 4.5, but whatever.
Okay. But we're not that far. But that other 1 point is just those hands around your nuts for white guilt.
Oh my
That's
god.
all I'm saying.
Ben.
Hey,
Jesus.
hey, I am fucking tired. I'm getting a little bit buzzed because this is the only thing that's getting me through this fucking recording because we had technical goddamn difficulties. And it's going like right now we should be doing the 0.5 fucking episode. That's
we really should be.
That's where my head's at. Okay, so Laura is completing my Earth to whatever philosophy because everyone on the boat outside of the old guy is infatuated with her, which is still making me feel like she's the only woman on that Earth.
We did just see a wedding full of women.
Yeah, but the earthquake happened. They're all dead.
Oh, Jesus.
Hey.
And later we do see a construction woman on an elevator.
Okay. But do we see her after? Is she alive? Okay, so how about this? Instead of Laura being the only woman on this earth,
yeah,
if we'll say that this planet, so back in early 2000, there's probably 5 point something billion people, even 6.
Yeah.
How about we just round it up to 6 billion people? So there's probably
only 1 million are women.
Oh, not even that. No. Fractions of that. That's where this universe lands.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So Jordan, what's next? We got I
don't know. They take their underwater jet skis.
I do want to say though, Panasonic
Cave.
Panasonic
Oh, yeah.
is a big part of this fucking movie.
Yeah.
They put out all the rest of the money they fucking had left because they're really not a company anymore. And they didn't get anything.
Panasonic still makes
Yeah, but they're not as big as they were. They're not.
No, for sure. Yeah. It's Nikon and what, Sony?
Yeah, basically.
Yeah. Oh, and Canon. What am I thinking? Nikon and Canons. And then Sony's like the budget friendly one, which is funny.
Let's see. So they start going down. Do they get attacked by a shark before then? Or
Yes.
no? Wait. Was it a hammerhead shark?
No, it's a great white both times. It's the same shark.
Both times. Okay. So I
Kind of like lunges at them, but they got machines, so it doesn't want to fuck with them.
Okay. So Jordan, I know that you don't like sharks. You don't like water. Um,
Right.
I am a professional PADI certified scuba diver. Okay.
Brag about it.
I'm going to. I have scuba dived with sharks. I will tell you, sharks don't act like that. They don't. And I am
No.
not. I am
No.
not a. I am not a shark expert by any means of the imagination. I
I
fucking
would
live
dub
in.
myself a shark expert, and no, this is not
No,
how sharks move.
sharks are scavengers. They
Yes.
they will circle you for hours before they attack. Much like a bear, like they will stalk you. Like honestly, if you're on land, like the thing you need to be scared of is like mountain lions. In the water,
Right.
what you need to be scared of, I'll tell you right now, anything that ever made me piss my wetsuit was a barracuda because those motherfuckers, they don't care if they get
Oh yeah.
hurt, killed, dismembered, obliterated, they will attack you. So, Jesus Christ. Oh man, my heart rate's just up thinking about all my interactions with barracudas. Oh, so yeah, they.
Yeah. I'm not a fan of barracudas either.
Oh no, and their fucking teeth. They're
Ugh.
they're not
Ugh. Okay. Yeah. Let's move on.
okay. So yeah, they enter these underground ruins. So Jordan, here's my problem with water pressure, atmospheric pressure. Do you know like every 10 feet you go down in the water, it's a whole entire. So like me and you right now recording, we're at 1 atmospheric
Right.
pressure. Okay.
Yeah.
Me and you, we put on some scuba suits. I'm getting you out of your fear, okay? Me and you go
Okay.
down. You're completely safe, okay? Me and you, we go down 10 feet. That's 2 atmospheric pressures. And then every 10 feet after that, it's a whole entire another pressure on your body.
Jesus.
I don't know how deep they went. It got pretty dark. I'm going to say off of my best guess, they're at least, I'm going to say between 80, I'll give them the benefit of the doubt. I'll say 60 to 80 feet, even though that water was insanely clear. I would say
Yeah.
about 80 feet. So they're looking at 9 atmospheric pressures. So 9 times the weight that we feel walking around our day. And you want to tell me when they go into these ruins, it's not completely flooded. It's not completely collapsed, especially for as old as it is. And somehow a hurricane brought these ruins to the surface.
Yeah.
And there's still water inside. Fucking Earth 2, like, throw anyone from Earth 1, even the dumbest motherfucker that any of us know, like, they're going to be like, this don't seem right. Like what? I hate both directors for these movies because they did different ones.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God. I'm sorry. It was the same thing with that one movie when I know you didn't watch it. It was like 30 meters below or something like that because Megan had watched it before me and she was telling me about it. And I was like, I'm not going to enjoy it because I'll tell you everything that's wrong with it because like the end of the movie, spoiler alert, like they had the bends. And I'm like, well, both those dumb bitches are dead because there's no way that you could have the bends for that fucking long, especially underwater, and you don't get the bends deep underwater. You don't get it until you're at the surface. Sorry.
Right. It's when all the pressure releases at once.
Yeah, and all the nitrogen just blocks all the blood flow in your body, and then
Yeah.
you just die. It's great. Yep. It's great. It's great.
Yep. So remind me why I'm diving with you.
I would keep you safe because I kept a lot of who are the fucking Wolf of Wall Street people called? The people who do stock market shit. I mean, I kept them alive. I just turned their water off while they were swimming because they wouldn't listen to my instructions.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. Well, they fucking deserved it because he was a pompous asshole, and he still ended up tipping me.
I believe it.
He's still.
Oh, good.
Oh yeah. So when they do get to these ruins, we're really going to deep dive into these first 20 minutes, and then after that we can just skip to the end. CO2 is a thing. I just want everyone to know. And so, because organic life grows on so many things. Like, oh my God, see, I should work on movies. When they came up into those ruins and took probably, I'm going to say like probably 8 to 12 breaths, they would have instantly fucking passed out. Instantly fucking
Yeah.
passed out. Oh, Jesus Christ. All right, I'm going on a tyrant. So here we go. Let's see. Laura's got to do a sweet ass flip to show she's a badass. I don't remember what part of
Yep.
the movie that is.
It's the whole movie. Don't worry about it.
Okay. So they throw some pots, but somehow they're still flammable. Even though
We're
they're
not gonna have time for a 0.5. Jesus.
probably not. It's already 2 a.m.
Yeah.
Oh, here we go. What are the filming people expecting us to believe about the temple? Has it always been?
I don't think they explain shit. Do they?
Oh, so
What does the cradle do?
it's the cradle of life.
Yeah. What is that?
Pandora's box.
Okay.
Oh, hold on.
Hold on.
I have a note here because when I watched this movie, something historical did happen in current day form.
Okay.
Laura got Trump shot just to graze because she did she did get shot. It was just to graze.
Yeah. And that bled for like 3 seconds while she was in the water.
Yeah,
the
but
shark
then
came, and then it stopped.
No, because she had to recut herself. Remember? Because before she went down, yeah,
that's right.
fucking plot hole.
I'm shocked. I'm shocked that happens in this movie.
So I know. So Laura shoots from underwater at people, and I know when you shoot above water into water, it disintegrates the bullet. Fucking Earth 2. She also shoots one of these columns that has been holding up all of this pressure from all this water for God knows how many fucking hundreds of years. She shoots it 3 times. The fucking column falls. This movie pissed me off. Just physics. People, physics. Physics will make anyone believe in a movie. Physics. I will even give Wanted, another Angelina Jolie movie, more credit than these 2 fucking Lara Croft movies. Yes, I will. I will.
Oh my god.
Because they...
Real talk though, real talk, we should absolutely do Wanted at some point because that video game fucking slaps.
That video game fucking slaps butt cheeks. Yes, it does.
It's so good.
But they explain it to a way where it makes you try to believe it.
Oh yeah.
Where these are just like, this is Earth 1 physics. Believe. And it's like, that's no. And especially, all right, hold on. One more thing. So let's just say we're on Earth 1. They go down to these ruins, okay? The air that's down there, whatever, even though it's 90% probably fucking poisonous. They live, and all this stuff happens through the movie. They go through the ruins. These people come. They try to take whatever she's fucking got, the eye or whatever fucking ever, because both these movies just fucking merge together so easily.
Oh yeah.
Because she was breathing down there for so long, her body pressure had. I'm sorry, Jordan. I'm a fucking scuba diver. She would have to decompress while going up because you can only go up 1 foot per second. She would have to take stops and decompress if they were 80 feet below. But
Ben, she rode the shark up.
Oh, we're getting to that, Jordan. We're getting to it. Because great white and I think it was a tiger shark that she rode are known to surface all the fucking time. all the
Yeah.
time.
Oh, is that a tiger shark? I thought that was a
I
great white.
think it was a tiger.
Okay.
If it had a really wide mouth and then it had the stripes on the side, I think it was a tiger.
Okay, so it's probably a tiger. We'll go with tiger.
But here we go, Jordan.
I guess
So
great whites are like you could mistake that for like a whale if you're not
yeah, and they're very
ready
pointy.
for it.
But
Yeah.
we need to talk about this.
Okay.
And honestly, I gotta take a break because I gotta pee. So yeah, hold on a second.
Oh, let's just give our ratings and be done with this movie. This movie sucks. Don't watch it. It's so bad. It's my rating.
And we're back. Jordan, she
Woo-hoo.
punched a goddamn shark in the nose.
Yeah, she did. 'Cause she's a badass, Ben. And
Well,
then wrote it.
she rode it all the way to the top and was lost at sea for 3 goddamn days. So she has that fucking billionaire fucking wristwatch, and it took him 3 days to
Yep.
find her.
I guess so. Oh. And then she's angry. She like throws a little hissy fit when
She
she
does.
gets back to the mansion.
She does.
I just
Oh god. Okay.
she's I don't like anybody in this movie. I want them all to die. But I do want to point out the villain. Unless you want to talk more about the shark scene, which is fine.
She punched a fucking shark in the nose, grabbed its fin, which if anyone's ever watched Shark Week, their skin is fucking sandpaper, so that's gonna tear skin off of her fucking hand.
Oh, yeah. Hang on, pause. Hey, Bubs. I'll be right out. Okay. Sorry, kid's alone with me, so she's freaking out.
No, you're good.
Okay, and we're back again.
Let's just talk about just the fucking highlights, because the next thing I have is about her and Gerard Butler riding bikes. So
Oh God, yeah, that happens too. Okay, so this villain, I guess I got really spoiled with plain introductions for villains with Bane, which, like or hate, Dark Knight Rises.
are you
That
saying
intro scene for Bane is fucking phenomenal.
Tom Hardy does not get enough credit for Bane? Everyone always picks on his
so
voice.
good.
Yeah.
Yeah, especially if you've never watched Dark Knight Rises, just watch Bane's introduction, and then you can turn it off if you don't want to watch it,
It's
which is
a
fine
it's
because
the,
it's a Batman movie without Batman.
it's
So,
the it's the second best Dark Knight movie.
okay. So, I'm not gonna. It's too late for me to argue. But yeah, so apparently he poisons all these billionaires on his private jet,
Oh, I forgot about that.
and only one of them
Oh,
shows any signs of being poisoned, and then he gives the rest
the
of the
antidote.
people antidotes.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
and apparently he poisoned himself too, because
But-
he also takes an antidote.
But
And
This-
what was his plan? I don't get it.
Jordan, that's big dick energy. It is.
I
Yeah.
guess. I just this villain fucking sucks. Just everything fucking sucks. He doesn't blow up the plane. Bane fucking blows up the plane. Spoiler. Oh, because
We're all
Bane
going to
is a good
jump off
villain.
the plane. Are you going to join us?
Follow him. Oh, he's so good. He's such a good villain.
Why are we not
This
doing?
guy fucking sucks.
Why are we not doing a Batman podcast?
Or just Tom Hardy.
Oh my god. Well, you would.
The Hardy Boys.
God damn it. God damn it. God damn it. No, because I would be the only hard boy because I'd be fucking erect every time we had to record together. God damn it. The Hardy Boy. Oh my God. I mean, no one listens to this fucking podcast, so we might as well just do what we actually fucking want to do. We want to do a Wildlands fucking podcast. Let's do a fucking Tom. Oh my God, Tom Hardy, a Thomas Jane podcast. I mean, me and you would end up just fucking on, end up fucking on recording. So that's yeah. I'd be like, Jordan, I'm sorry, I'm pinning you down. It's gonna happen, and you'd be like, it's okay, it's consensual, and it just boom, there it goes. The fuck Jordan? What the fuck are we doing? I love doing this podcast with you. I'm so unhappy at work, but this movie is making me feel like I'm at work right now. And I watched this movie like a fucking month ago. I
got the bowl, baby.
I know. It's coming up. I know, but it's so far away. It's
only like 3 away at this point. We're getting there.
I know.
We need to start running pre-roll ads.
It's just...
You need to get a sponsorship for the bowl.
Get a sponsor. I'll sponsor anything at this point. Fuck.
Oh, man.
I'm drinking Jameson. I mean, the fucking grandson of Jameson paid a fucking village tribe to murder and kill a girl so he could do a painting. Jesus Christ. I'll sponsor anyone.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Way to bring it down, Ben. Way to bring it down.
Yep, good job. Anyway. Yeah, so then guys in suits come to the mansion to tell her that the villain is a villain.
Yeah.
And then she goes and gets Butler out of prison.
Yeah, so...
And then they go... Oh, I was just going to speed through.
Well, I know, but we can speed through their thing. So they were supposed to have a sex scene on the boat.
Yep.
And I did feel more between them than I did with what's his bucket who died at the
Daniel Craig.
Yeah.
But then gets brought back to life.
But it's
freaking Alex.
But all right, Daniel Craig was never going to betray Lara. I mean, he was a fucking pick-me the whole entire time of that movie.
Oh, for sure.
But Gerard Butler, and I know Lara saw it, but she didn't at the same time, and it's
yeah,
girl, come on.
Yeah. But yeah, I don't know why was Butler in prison?
I don't
remember.
He betrayed someone because I remember that Lara bringing it up that she's like, oh, you're gonna betray me too, and it's yeah, bitch, he is.
Yeah,
that's his fucking MO.
Yeah. There is something in this movie that I do want to give credit for.
Oh boy, here we go. I can't not wait to hear this.
So. Oh, maybe it's not. Hang on.
You're like, oh no.
I'm stamping.
It was the first movie.
It was the first. Nope, never mind. Yeah, Lara, they get to some Chinese guys. Are they Chinese? I don't want to get my race wrong.
They're Asian.
Some Asian guys capture, because she's now taken Butler on a thing with her, on a mission with her, because he knows where a location of some artifact is that they need. And Asian people have the artifact, so they need to, but not with them.
Wait,
because that would be too easy.
Are you talking about the whole transfer of items in the center of a plaza?
Yeah, no, it's in the cave.
Oh, okay. So you're not even at the plaza yet.
No, I'm just running through the cave.
Because what kind of handoff of some kind of item would take place in
I have no idea.
Oh, Jesus Christ. All right, Jordan. Just Jordan,
Anyway,
Jordan, just take this movie and just run us through it.
yeah.
Hit the hot points. If I got anything to say, I'll stop you because I'm done. Let's get these ratings over. This
Okay.
is
So,
this is the closest movie to Wing Commander so far.
yeah, it's real bad. Um, yeah, so they get captured by some Asians, then they got to break out, and then and then they break out, and then they know that like there's a handoff that's gonna happen in Hong Kong, I think,
Yes.
in the middle of like Madison Square Garden, like whatever Hong Kong's equivalent of that is.
I have a note and it's in bold letters. Hong Kong.
Yeah, okay, good. So, yeah, then they go to Hong Kong. They have a shootout in a mall because
Well, wait. There's the Chinese guy that did kidnap them. He's breaking Ming Dynasty statues that were like one
yes,
of the greatest discoveries. I'll
yes,
I'll say
that they
top.
just have lying in a cave.
I know, but
Like,
I'll say what top 3 greatest discoveries of human history, and he is just
yes,
he's breaking them with no regard to anything.
which I mean, this movie's not being culturally sensitive in any sort of way. Even making replicas of those statues, I feel like is an insult. Like,
I mean,
it's not great.
you knew what they were doing, but like, I mean, yes, but like at the same time, yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yes and no,
but
kind of all at the same time, but yeah.
there is a line that I loved. Um, so they have a shootout, and apparently it's all night because by the time it's over, the sun is fully up. When it started at like the dead of night, they're running up a skyscraper that's under construction to get away from the bad guys, and then they get to the top, and Laura, because she read the script, knew ahead of time that they would need it. Um,
Did she read
she
it?
left hanging. Yeah, she left
Did she
hanging
read it?
some.
Did she read it or
Some
did she dream it?
she might have dreamt it, but she left some wingsuits up at the top. And I love this line. Gerard Butler goes, "Oh, parachutes?" And she went, "No, it's better, motherfucker. There's parachutes still. Like,
Is this the
it's a
wingsuit?
wingsuit.
Okay.
Yeah,
I brought
they're
this up.
wingsuits,
Hold on.
so it is
Hold
better.
on.
But yeah, it's still there's still parachutes
Okay.
on it.
Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. This is where I'm going to interject. Jordan, do you know how many times you need to skydive until you can
Oh my
skydive
god,
without someone attached to your body? Do you know?
is it 3?
Is it 3? No. No. It's anywhere between 20 and 50. Okay?
Jesus Christ. Okay. Just because they're worried you might pass out? Is that what it is?
Well, that, but like not panicking and like, doing everything you need to do it because
Gotcha.
you're falling to your fucking death.
Yeah.
I I can't imagine a wingsuit, and especially hold on. This movie came out in. All right, I'm gonna do a little bit of research. This movie came out in 2003. I'm gonna see when wingsuits actually became a fucking thing. And before I put myself on mute and do all this, I want you to know your brother gave this movie a 7.
Jesus.
Yeah. So just
Told
go.
us to watch Aragon, and we watched it.
Yeah, and he also talked about Mortal Engines, and I watched
Yep.
it, and
Yep.
yep, like the concept of that movie, great. It tickles my brain everywhere. And
Yep.
Peter Jackson, you're still in my top 10, but Jesus Christ, did you fuck up?
Yep.
All right, keep on going. I'm gonna do some wingsuit research, and you just keep on doing your
Oh,
thing.
nothing much more happens. Laura decides that she can't trust Butler. They escape to a boat they almost have sex, and then she like chains him to like the boat and goes, "Oh, I'm sorry, I can't trust you. I got to finish this on my own." And then she leaves to Africa, and then there's another shootout at another temple. wi- And they get to the Cradle of Life, and then oh, just kidding, Gerard Butler's there, and he's a good guy, but and then they beat the bad guy, but psych, Gerard Butler's actually a bad guy too, and he's gonna take the cradle for himself. And then Laura goes, "Ah, dang it, I knew I couldn't trust you," and then stabs him or shoots him. Sorry, and then and then she leaves, and that's the movie. That's the movie,
That
and that's
is
it. That's
that is the movie.
Yep.
All right. Are you ready for some wingsuit history?
Sure. There is no post credit scene. Thank God. They did
Oh,
not
I didn't.
assume that they were going to make another.
I didn't watch the fucking movie that long enough to figure it out. So, um, so the history. An early attempt at wingsuit flying was made on February 4th, 1912, by a 33-year-old tailor. Not gonna pronounce his name. Who jumped from the Eiffel Tower to test his invention of a combination of a parachute and wing, which was similar to modern wingsuits. He missed the guards by saying that the experiment. A podcast is just unhealthy mental stability. That's what a podcast is. All right. So he misled the guards by saying that the experiment was going to be conducted with a dummy. He hesitated quite a long time before he jumped. He died when he hit the ground headfirst, opening a measurable hole into the frozen ground. I know you missed most of that, Jordan, but you're going to re-listen to it and it's going to be...
I am. Yeah, I caught most of it, but yeah,
He died.
yeah.
He died.
I
He
yeah,
died.
I bet.
He died. So in the mid 1990s, the modern wingsuit was developed by some guy from France. Um, I'm just really trying to scan here. How about this? It's not fucking easy, and you can't just put a
Yeah.
fucking suit on, jump from a building, and go.
After
I know she was a Green
like
Beret, but fuck me to tears. Like Green Berets, like I'll give them that they can just put a parachute on and jump out of a fucking plane. I'll give them that. But like,
yeah. Well, we're not even addressing Butler. Butler's been in prison. He's not skydiving.
true.
Like, how long has he been? I know he's keeping in shape and everything, but what the fuck?
Yeah, he was fucking hanging from the ceiling doing like curl ups and shit.
Yeah.
But it's also
Good
Gerard
core
Butler.
strength. But
Yeah. Good core strength. All right, Jordan. Let's do our rankings. What do you got?
yeah. All right.
Unless you got
0.2.
point two. So movie rating 0.2.
Yeah.
All right.
Not quite as bad as Wing Commander, but fuck, it's up there.
All right, because you gave Wing Commander a 0.5.
Did I really?
Yeah.
Okay, switch that to a 0.1, and this is a 0.2.
Okay. Yeah. So listeners, we are going to do a complete re-rank.
Yeah.
Game cred.
Oh God. Three. Three
Hey,
sounds right.
hey.
She had guns.
She she had guns. Her name was Lara Croft, and
She went into a tomb.
she went into a tomb. Hey, Jordan, guess what? That's the same rating I
What?
gave it. That's the same rating.
Oh, good.
Jordan, how much fun did you have?
Ugh.
Now, really? Hold on.
One?
Hold on. Before you say anything, just think about the fucking shark scene, okay?
Yeah, a one.
Oh my god. Okay.
I don't like sharks, Ben.
Oh, I forgot.
It
Okay.
gives me anxiety.
All right. Well, you gave Resident you gave
Oh, Biohazard.
you gave Biohazard a 1.
All right, so I'll give this one a 0.9.
You're putting it below?
Yeah, I'll rewatch Biohazard before this movie again. Biohazard's fast.
Yeah, it's short. Okay, I'll give you
Yeah.
that one. All right. What about your game rating?
Oh God, 5.
A 5.
It's boring. I don't want to play it anymore.
All right. So Tomb Raider: The Angel of Darkness is like you're just right in the middle video game. Does
Yep.
that feel right?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So you're
Good concepts and just not any sort of follow through. Yes.
so your total episode rating is at 22.75.
Sure, that sounds
Okay.
right.
All right. I gave
What's yours?
the game a 3.1. I gave it one.
Okay.
I gave it one notch above the original just because it was more mechanically playable.
Okay.
Here's where we're going to differ the most. I gave the fun meter a 5.
Jesus, just for the shark scene.
Yes.
Oh my God. All right.
Game cred.
5. No, wait. What did you give Annihilation? We really got to re-rank these movies.
Oh no, I gave Annihilation a 0.5.
So you're saying you would watch this movie over Annihilation?
Absolutely not, because the movie rating is lower.
Whatever. Oh my God.
I had more fun watching this.
Ugh, you're the worst.
Yeah. Game cred, we were the same 3. Because I actually did play the video game, which I still need to try to find fucking time to play Resident Evil 2 so I can actually give it a rating outside of you giving it a 9.5. God.
That's so good. Oh man, it's so good.
Movie.
I love Resident Evil 2.
Movie, I gave it a 2.
Okay.
So our video
That's a
game
choice.
Can I say, like, our video game rankings are actually pretty close to Metacritic.
I believe it.
So Metacritic gave Angel of Darkness a 52. We gave it a 40.5. I think that's our biggest differential.
Oh damn! I gave it right on the money.
Well, no, because our biggest differential was Resident Evil 1, because the game got the game got a 63.5 because of me, versus a 91. Anyway, the movie though, we actually gave it higher than Rotten Tomatoes. That's probably that's because of me.
Yep.
Which I could probably re-rank it, but anyway, we gave it a 30.14, and that's also with Aldrich's rating of a goddamn 7.
Jeez.
Where Rotten Tomatoes gave it a 24. So
Wow.
And anytime Aldrich's on, we're just gonna give him the synopsis and just let him rank with us. So
Okay.
but
Jesus.
sadly, yeah, I might have to bring the Resident Evil 1 movie down some notches because it can't. I would much rather watch Street Fighter versus the first Resident Evil movie, but that's just me. So,
Wow. All right. Well, there you
Jordan,
go.
you got anything else?
Tomb Raider 2.
Yeah, Tomb
No.
Raider 2.
I'm fucking done.
All right.
Done. Oh, what's the next movie?
The next movie is Mira Ninja.
Hell yeah.
We're gonna travel back in time to 1988.
Do you know what a brain break is?
I want to. All right, I did want to talk to you this off mic. when we finally hit our 1 year anniversary, which is sadly coming up very fast,
Jesus.
I do want to take a break from the podcast.
Oh no.
I mean, not from us recording, but for us to like build up episodes so we could
Okay.
actually be. So we're not trying to do what we're doing right now. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, that's fair.
Because Jordan, I think you need to take a gander at the Excel spreadsheet a bit more and look at your future, because it's covered in depression.
Yeah, but we got Old Bowl coming up.
We do have Uv Bowl, and I did want to talk to you about that. I have an idea on how to rank it.
Okay.
So the first movie, and it's really only going to pertain to the movie rating. So the first movie for the Uv Bowl,
Mm-hmm.
it automatically. So there's 11 Uv Bowl movies. It'll automatically get an 11. Okay.
Okay.
And then the next movie that is Uv Bowl is Alone in the Dark. And then we will basically go, would you rather watch Alone in the Dark or House of the Dead? And
Ooh, I like this.
and
Okay.
then and then if you were to say House of the Dead, so then Alone in the Dark gets 10. And then we
Got
go
it.
and then we go to Blood Rain, and then the next and the next and the next and the next.
Got it. I love this.
Does that work for you?
Oh yeah.
All right, perfect.
All right.
Alrighty. Well,
All right, Ben, do the outro.
let's do it. Thanks for joining us on Casting the Level Up as we journey through the cinematic hell that is video game movies. Remember to subscribe to all of our social media platforms. Until next time, may your games be epic, your movies be legendary. Game on, laugh on, catch you at the respawn.
Woo woo.
Every time. Every fucking time. Woo woo.